share, and subscribe, bitches. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, bitches.
What's happening with it, man? I'm playing around with these settings, people. Hey, man, look, a couple things at the top. Oh, I brought a gimmick. You know, we have Bullhorn Betty. Shenanigans in the title. I got a Bullhorn too, people. However, we're going to go in on this one. And look, I want to move on to bigger and better subjects, topics, and content. You know, this has been a personal ride with me. Being burnt, but I'm sticking up for bullies. I just want Betty, if you watch this, you can't copyright this. However, this is what you look like when you're out there in people's driveways. People watch the videos, they see you with this, but this is literally the stuff. What the sound that comes out of your mouth is exactly this. Anyway, quick clear it up. Look, I don't have a problem with the Duke crew. I was simply speaking about something he said pertaining to me, and I was responding. There's no issue between me and the man. As a matter of fact, in this very live right here, I'm going to be severely sticking up for him. Severely. I don't owe him that. I don't like bullies. I just don't. Truth be told, when I was younger, I used to get bullied a lot. And then look, I grew up and got muscles, and that shit stopped. Hopefully somebody can see this, man, and stand up to people. Sometimes bullies can be men or women. You never know. But, you know, what we have here is this lady with the horn. She is out of control. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. If you don't know, she told on her lover, her ex, her current gang partner. 1 second. I do apologize. So, if you don't know, I would like to give a clip channel a big shout out. There's a clip channel, and the name of it is called Heels in the Air. Heels in the Air. I'll tell you what, this clip channel has grown very fast. Speaking out against the shenanigans. I've given Dumpster Clips a shout out. I have given, I Tell It Like It Is, I believe the name of the channel is, a shout out. Heels in the Air is another clip channel. Drops content about these morons, these scumbags. Produces content about their shenanigans. And they did a great job. They did a great job. The name of the channel again is Heels in the Air. I believe they got more subs than me now. Right around the same amount, give or take. Not a competition, but just if you're searching for what I'm saying, you'll be able to find it. They were able to listen in on one of her lives when she's just spewing nonsense, but she slipped hard. You see the internet here. I'm sorry with the comments, guys. I didn't even realize I have it on. What's up, Trina? Damaged. I apologize, guys. What's up, Denise? T, Robin, Rubies, Angelina, Hello, everybody. God bless the USA. I know that one's right. So she slips. You know, the internet, let's be honest, people, they don't like the shenanigans. Okay? It seems to me I missed the boat, the whole train, when I was out there standing with these people in the laundry case. And just to clear that up, I really didn't miss the boat. If I'm going to be honest, don't think for 1 second I didn't see all the tags on Twitter. Don't think for 1 second I didn't see all the negative comments revolving all of dog shit on the ground. People were calling it out for what it was then. I'm just the type of person where you have to, I guess how I can say this is, I take relationships of all types with face value. I won't listen to a guy tell me that this girl is just a stank H word. You know, I have to see it in the girl. Okay, or I don't want someone telling me that this guy is a piece of dirt because he used to use drugs, because maybe he got clean, right? He's got to burn me. That's how I value things. So to clear that up, I did see the stuff. I was in the tags. And just for the record, I probably blocked 400 people on Twitter during the Brian Laundrie protest, Justice for Gabby. If I blocked you, I unblocked everybody off Twitter the other day. Why do I need to block people? Most of those tags that I'm involved in, it wasn't even with me. They were tagging them. But a lot of people really get fed up with this last Tennessee thing. Good afternoon. And especially when they see these people doing things like going to this guy's job, recording inside of a church, ripping off people, snapping on their own subs, inquiring about donations, funds, and what have you. And I can name a million other examples. But Bullhorn Betty, you messed up. Big time. Big time. You are the type of person who just don't know how to shut up. You'll talk so much, you'll hurt your own friends. Or boyfriend. I don't know if they're banging people. I don't care. I don't know. But people ask me all the time, is she banging him? Is she blowing him? Is she? I don't know. They're close. They're super close. But Jonathan's real weird in real life. Great example of this. Look, I'm meeting the dude. I'm meeting with Bullhorn Betty, Jonathan, Cankles when she would come for her publicity stunts. But, when she would fly in. But I'm meeting with Jonathan and JRL almost daily for weeks at a time. I had to always call Andra. Always. You know why? Jonathan is very isolated. Very isolated, very sheltered, very shut down. He doesn't like, he wouldn't give me his number at first. He accidentally gave it to Noel on purpose. And I asked him for it, but I had to always communicate through Betty. It's weird, right? But there's reasoning behind that. He's very sheltered. He'll tell you, he's been doxxed by Antifa. He's been through some stuff on the internet. And I'm not going to say that he didn't deserve it or he didn't deserve it. You get what you give. But this lady the other night, credit the heels in the air, catches her, say, in Jonathan's probation officer. We got clearance from Jonathan's probation officer. Let's talk about that for a second. I'm in Florida, and yes, I have done time before, probation before. You know, when you get doxxed, I've been doxxed so many times, but when you get doxxed, it's weird, right? Because you have people who you don't know trying to hurt you, trying to contact people to inform them of things, whether it's true, bull crap, made up, and they do it. It's a very weird thing when you get doxxed. I can only imagine it's not thousands of people in a community, which is more or less a community of domestic violence victims, a community majority of women, community of people who are grieving because they themselves have lost loved ones and they get attracted to these cases. But you're pissing off some hurt people is what you're doing. Man, the words and the things coming out of these people's mouths about this dude as he's on probation to his probation officer. Bullhorn Betty hurt this dude. She hurt this dude. She hurt him bad. You know, to be honest with you, it's hard to find somebody on probation in Florida. It's hard. It's not. Nobody looks. People don't look until people know. She fucked up. She fucked up. Let's talk about factual legality. Here in Florida, when I was on probation, felony probation, it's tough. Forget about drugs. But there's other things besides drugs. The most stipulated, contradicting rule that anybody on probation has to abide by is no affiliated with another convicted felon. Well, I don't know. I'm not on probation. Thank God. I've done my time. I've paid my price. I've paid my restitution. I've changed my life. That is not a worry that I have to deal with. But I am a felon. So right then and there, I'm telling you what it is. He violated. Not just me. Betty is a felon. But on a regular situation, that is something, as a rule, for people on probation, it's hard for the probation officer to violate you on that. Let me paint you an example. Let's say I'm on probation as a felon. We have already discussed that I have to abide by that. Now, if I go to work and I'm in construction, because let's be real, as a convicted felons, they have, when they first come out or whatever, they have limited places they can work at. So I'm at a construction site and I'm on probation, right? My probation officer is not going to know if Billy, the guy mixing the mud, if he's on probation. And me and Billy might talk. He might be cool. The probation officer is not going to know that Billy is on probation. Nor is the probation officer going to know if I happen to join a motorcycle club after work and there's some guys there that are felons. You don't know. See what I'm saying? It's hard. Now, if I was on the internet, putting myself places with other convicted felons while on probation, I'd have to be a moron. I'd have to be a moron. I think this is why it was hard for me to get his phone number. I thought we were cool. He was being sheltered. He was protecting himself, as one should in that spot. But messed the whole game up. More legality on probation. Now, keep in mind, I'm giving you examples of stipulations legal in the state of Florida from state-regulated probation. What does that mean? If I go get a DUI right now, I'm not going to prison. I'm going to jail, county jail. If I go do something worse, I'll go to state prison. If I do something really stupid, I'll go to a federal prison. Get it? So I'm giving you the middle examples. Butt mouth, loose lips, going out Betty, no pun intended, just slipped on a federal level. Everybody with me? So the next thing is, let me take just a few comments. The next thing is money, man. Oh, here we go. White boy speaks absolute facts, ladies and gentlemen, Winston Sims. Thank you for that, Two Fly. I like that. That's kind of a slip. Quirky little, we might have to pet me. Donald Duck. Angelina, they have to call their probation officer and they want to know where you're going, why, how long you would be gone. Yes. So I'll give you guys a couple factual examples. Okay. So I talked about that. So meat and potatoes of the last example is while you're on probation, felony probation, you cannot hang around, affiliate with other felons. It's just a stipulation. It's very hard for them to prove. The only example, the only way you can get nabbed up on that, I know of one, and it just so happened to be here online, in a rap music. There's a video, if you Google it, where I think it was in Texas, either Houston. It was a rap video that these guys made, and they were all felons, all gang related and what have you, and the feds RICO'd this gang because of this video. As a matter of fact, if you YouTube search rap video that got 200 people arrested, this whole story I'm speaking of will come up. But they were able to violate people off that rap music video. My point exactly is, this is a very hard to violate somebody on. If you're not, this is a big time online presence thing. Look, you cannot, my probation officer doesn't know about Bill at work. He's mixing the mud. I think he's all right. But if me and Bill, if I whip the phone out and go live with Bill and start talking about his criminal past, I have to be stupid. I'm putting myself there with Bill as a felon for everybody to see and share. And on top of that, these people are not liked. They're disgusted by men. People are disgusted by these people. I guarantee you, good sleuthing by Heels in the Air. Whoever was behind that, good sleuthing. Good sleuthing. But, man, people are blowing up that probation officer. Blowing it up. Especially when you threaten to contact the dude, Mr. Wells, probation officer. How contradicting is that, man? How contradicting is that? You want to put... I really don't like bullies, man. I speak up about people picking up on people on the internet all the time. You guys know, but, you know, this situation here with these people that I used to associate with, it's out of control. If you really give this a deep thought, these people are literally trying to go up and beyond a police officer or detective. I mean, come on, man. You are not the law. You are not the law. Check yourself. You know, it's funny. I don't know if it was the same channel, Heels in the Air, or another one, but I also seen Jonathan, I guess before he knew that Betty put him out there, begged Cankles to jump on this restraining order on Crew. And surprisingly, she said no. She said hell no. Which, in Cankle's words, I guess she said, she then tagged Betty and said, hey, don't be sending this dude over here. I don't owe you guys any favors, this and that. Listen, man, thinking back. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have some fun on this one, guys. Cankles, it's a big you session, man. It's a big you session. I feel like I was around a whole bunch of prostitutes on Molly. And then I'm looking at them all like, you're treating me like a piece of meat. Like everybody just used everybody. It's all weird. It's all weird. It's all weird. Think about it. They all just use each other. For the drama clip thing, for the subs thing, the views thing, for the money thing. And now it's like, if you really look at this, you have two latching onto a bogus restraining order, even breaking up. They're still trying to get the bang out of this. And Molly, from this point on, I've nailed every part of this breakup on the head. Where's the minions at? Yeah, they don't come by anymore and debate with like a little bit. But I know you're watching. That's okay. Here's what Molly's gonna do. She is now linked up with that one dude, the gay dude. It's not a diss. If you're gay, shout out to you if you're gay. It's your choice. I'm just explaining something. But she's latching on to that gay dude. I guess they plan to go to the next case. Oh, let me speak on something that I don't remember if I've said yet. Because I'm going to wrap all this shit up soon. We've talked about it enough, and we're going to get to the bottom of something real deep here in a minute, live with you guys. There was a channel. I want to be very clear. I spoke up against a channel named AB. 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 A for Apple, B for Bob. AB. Because he was picking on a channel called Ion Entertainment. He was doing some dirty things. Coward shit. That was that situation. Behind the scenes with Operation Coward. which I should have some big news here in a few weeks, or not, hopefully not that long. But during this, a lot of creators reach out to me. I have spoken to Ziggy, Cases, no thanks, a lot of people. And one of those people happened to be a channel called AV. 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 A for apples, V for Valerie. That guy was all right. He was basically reaching out to me and my wife to get like a little, he's like, yeah, I know you guys really know this lady. He's like, hey man, she's planning to come to California. Like, we don't want her around here. And that man, that dude's wife is about to whoop Molly's ass if she came up there. I'm telling y'all. You know, I got to keep it real with my audience. But I really don't think he wants me even saying this. But I got to keep it real. And shout out to AV. He's a pretty real dude behind the scenes. AV. AV. But he was like on some, she ain't coming up here for none of that. None of that. Apparently, I don't know too much about his background. Spoken on the phone for like about an hour that night. Is his wife half black or something? I don't know if the victim was black, the missing kid was black. It was, the child missing was black. They did not want her around California. Around California. That got shut down real fast. But when afterwards, there was so much information coming in. I said, babe, reach out to that dude and just see if we can talk about it. But respect to him, the reason why he might get mad at this is because he says, no, I don't want to be on no type of drama tip. And it wasn't really drama. He was just like, hey, is this lady is she seriously? Does she really think she's coming to California? And then me and him had an adult conversation about the crime out there and what California is really about. And then we laughed. Shout out to him. I never said that before. But here's what's going to happen. She's got her new pawn. A gay dude. What's his name? Comments. I need the name of the new gay dude with the blonde hair. Anyway. Justice for all. She's going to go and try to build her little team with this dude. Because she's got the whole Gabby thing behind her now and the Summer Wells thing behind her now. She's done the breakup, which we all knew was coming. And now she's got the gay dude. And the second that the internet goes, hey man, shenanigans. Shenanigans to you, Cankles. She's going to be like, no, you, gay dude. And then the same thing happening is going to happen. Shit on him. It's a big use test. I feel like my butthole sore and I'm a hippie. Everyone's using everybody. Nobody even bought me dinner. Yes. She's up. It's messed up. That was a reference to. No, not J is for Justice. No. J for Justice is good, man. J for Justice, Justin. Who is this Justin? J for Justice. Oh, okay, I understand.
It's justice for all.
Gotcha, Amanda. I'm sorry. I saw your name. You know, you are a friend of the channel, Amanda. So I instantly went to you. I understood that wrong. Yes, you guys are right. J is for Justice. Now that I brought her up, this is going to be the finale, people. I'm tired of talking about these scumbag people. We have more things happen in the world that I want to put content out on. I have spoken about what I was offered to take and attack Natasha. I had to apologize to her on a panel. That was hard, man. That was hard. Nobody ever said nothing about that. Nobody said, damn, Matt, that took some real balls. But I got it off my chest. I have said in the past, she hates on Miss Harmony, J is for Justice, and Natasha. When it comes to J is for Justice, she's a friend of the channel, first off. She hates on that channel, man. Speaking out against her, and this is not about Kankles, but I'm gonna finish Kankles up right now. This is about Betty. But as soon as we speak out against them, text my wife, attacks us, and tries to say that she built this channel. I was monetized before no one at Kankles. It was established before no one at Kankles. But I heard that somewhere. She used to say she built J for Justice's channel too. And there's just animosity there because J for Justice does better than her. More subs than her, better content than her. She made up an elaborate story about the Chris Rock's case. Big shenanigans with J for Justice. When the woman orders us some drinks, we're out there in the Florida sun, talking about just shenanigans. Big shenanigans. Jay and some drugs getting ordered, or just some bullshit, man. It was so blatantly false. You immediately shoot it down. You ever have somebody lie to you to your face? Not on the phone enough, to your face, and you're just like in your head, like instantly you're like, you kind of like feel like, how dumb is this person thinking I am? Type of deal. Does that ever happen to anybody? Anyway, it is about Kankles. If anything, Kankles did right when JRL hit her up. But look, let's get to the bottom of this Betty lady. They think they're above a police officer, a detective even. They say to her own subscriber base. Let me quote it. Innocent until proven guilty? Oh no, not with Bullhorn Betty. It's guilty until the evidence proves otherwise. Are you out of your skull? Are you out of your skull? Who are you? And now I see a lot of shenanigans now with this dude Crew. How funny is it that people know, Jonathan, that you are in the world record for lawsuits? People know this, bro. They did. People know the cease and desist was a crock of shit. But you guys are going hard with that restraining order. You know what you don't know is, you know how expensive a copyright lawyer is? You know who uses copyright lawyers? Not YouTubers. Hollywood. A lot of YouTubers, they don't even understand what copyright, the basis of it. They really don't. I would say easily 95% have not a clue about a copyright. People get so mad. They think that they can utilize that as a weapon, utilize that as a way to hurt people. It's not what YouTube has it on it for. But to take legal action behind it, that is a right, and you can. You can. But a restraining order and to lie on it, I've never known in my life. I want everybody to think about this for a second. You don't have to get personal, but in the comments, hit number 1 if you know somebody who has personally been involved in a restraining order. Hit number 1. I'm not going to ask any personal details about it. Okay, Joe, Mama. Okay, hit number. Okay, let's narrow it down. Hit number 1, or hit number 2. If you hit number 1, hit number 2 if that person was close to you. Now hit number 3 if the person that you know with a restraining order, the person who's close to you who had to file a restraining order, hit 3 if you know of them to reach out and try to coerce somebody to get on the restraining order. Probably not going to hit any. Probably not going to see too many 3s because a restraining order is easy. If you have to call the law because someone is doing these things to you, it's a police officer comes, document it, you go to court. It's just that simple. You don't need a cosigner. You don't need that. It shows you how weak it is for Betty to reach out to this dude and then him do it, or whoever did it, however way it went. They're trying to really bully this dude. They don't have money for no copyright lawyer. You know how expensive they are? You'd be lucky to find a copyright lawyer for $3,500. Okay, that's not a lot of money, but think about what it's being used for. Copyright on YouTube, if this video right here, if I made, think about this for a second. If I made $1,000 off this video, which I'm not, well, let's say I did, I'd have to go minus $2,500 on one video. It's very hard to find one for $3,500, but I have to take a minus of $2,500 for this one video. This is shenanigans, man. Most YouTubers don't understand copyrights. There's a difference from doing YouTube and watching YouTube. Okay, if you don't run a channel, I don't expect anybody to know all the things. Okay, but it's just shenanigans all the way, man. And it's bullying. It's cyberbullying. They're not gonna bully this dude. I made a post on my members yesterday, I think. I know this lady, man. And I know this dude. The more shit comes out, the more I keep thinking back, and the more it makes sense with the number. He's on probation till 24. Back to probation, because what we're gonna do is, I don't like the bullying shit, and I just want to say a few more things, and then we're gonna call somebody live. But we can talk about you can't work. You cannot affiliate. On probation felony, your income is very, very documented. Very documented. I'll say this. There's all types of people on probation. You have dope dudes out there selling dope. And let me just say this. Think about this, people. Imagine a guy out there, and I'm not condoning people selling dope at all, but let's be honest. About people on probation. If there's somebody selling drugs or what have you, and he's on probation, imagine selling drugs, having a wallet full of money, and being behind on your probation payments. What sense would that make? It happens all the time. You have to document your money, man. There's restitution. People, if you go to prison, if I teach channels in the house and Capalock, if I stole Caplock's car, who's in the comments, if I stole your car, I'm gonna have to do some time for that. But if I stole it and wrecked it, and the insurance company, they say, hey, this is total. This is total. I got restitution now to pay that. This has been 20 years. This guy's on probation. He owes money. It's embezzlement. It's embezzlement. Somebody's owed money. Now imagine that same example I gave you with the drug dealer. How could you're looking at the situation? You're like, this guy is selling all those drugs. He's riding around like a Cadillac with all the rims, the speakers, the lights, the music, the polos. How is he behind on his probation payments, right? Imagine raising $15,000 with dog shit on the ground and not paying off his restitution. Imagine some of these people that are pissed off, like they're telling them probation is. You just couldn't shut up, Betty. You just couldn't shut up. That was because I told you, Betty, when we started figuring out your shit, you especially, you changed. You let the internet change you. You let the internet change you. Your whole personality. At some point, I don't know when it was, I played your voicemails for these people. I've showed most of the screenshots for these people. You let the internet change you. You burnt good people. You got defensive and shit on good people. It's gonna be you to let the internet destroy your friend/boyfriend. I don't know if she's banging the dude or not. I swear she is. Look, they ride in the same car. She's divorced. It's very weird. There's a lot of ladies in the house. Y'all tell me. What do you think? But they share the same bed. Come on, man. But speaking of sharing the same bed and relationships and what have you, you know, what I don't like on the internet is bullies, man. And there's one thing that I want to get to the bottom of, and we're going to do that right now. I'm not going to say the channel name, because I know a lot of you follow this channel. With this dog shit on the ground thing, man, people know and are fed up with these people, right? There was a channel who pulled this lady's arrest report. Fair enough. And decided to go over her in detail arrest, date and infraction and what have you. Fair enough. But there's one thing that I disagree with. The dude Vince, which is Betty's ex-husband. The house she lives in was this guy's. He had a couple dogs with Betty. No more. She took everything. This is the guy from that report, and from that what was read on the internet. This is the guy that people claim can't read or write. This is the guy that is a victim to domestic violence like 20 times from this lady. Right? Now, I personally don't believe that he cannot read or write. He's a handyman. You have to know how to read a tape measure, directions. I don't believe it. And we're going to get to the bottom of it here in a minute. I don't believe it. And there's also something, I guess the narrative here is, and I'm not saying that the creator painted this at all, because she responded off this too. Blown out Betty. Loose lips, blown out Betty. No pun intended. Educational uses only. She paints him one way. I know the law here in Florida. There's things you can do and say, so charges don't stick. When it comes to love, people do silly things. But there's only one way to find out. Let's give Vince a buzz. I'm gonna walk away for a second because I have no permission from this guy. I'm gonna get all that first. I'll walk back if he even accepts my phone call. I guess I can do that part, and then I'll walk away. We're gonna try it. And why I'm doing this is because I think I like to let him clear up his name on the internet since it was brought up. If you're watching this, sorry about that. Well, it's and not only to clear his name up, but I think a man going through a divorce that's the victim of a maniac many times, who's already had his house getting taken away and all this other shit, doesn't he deserve to know a little bit? Being that there's ongoing court cases, being that she's already took everything from this dude, I wonder if he knows about that 15 racks that was raised. I wonder if he knows about all the donations. I'm sure she's nailing him for alimony and everything else. So let's let him know what's up. This bullying just got to stop. He should know. Right or wrong, people. Right or wrong. It's okay, Penelope. So we're going to give old Vincent a buzz.
This call will be recorded for quality assurance. Recorded for quality assurance.
Who is this? D&D? I think I got the wrong number. I think I dialed it wrong. Sorry. All right, thanks. Man, whoever sent me this, you know who you are. Your font is so small and scribbly. It's you know who you are. Shout out to you. But we got it. Or maybe it's my phone.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached... We're sorry.
Now we should be good.
We're sorry.
No bueno on that. Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. We got the new updated one here. Somebody gave me the wrong one. It's suspicion. Suspicion. All right, this is the right one. Hopefully. Hey man, this is Matt. I wanted to reach out to you, man. I know you have a handyman service. I live in the area, not too far. I actually have a job. I have to get a quote on. You can call this number back. And I also wanted to talk to you about something else. So kind of two different things. And if you give me a call back whenever, I appreciate it. Again, the name's Matt. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. We got the voicemail. Jay is for Justice Podcast. What's up, Jay? What's going on, man? I was calling the handyman, Jay. There's too many shenanigans, man. These bullies, I'm stepping up to them. I don't like the bogus restraining orders. And I apologize to you in advance, real fast. You know, we always shoot your love over here, Jay. We support you. I did say, all I did was say the shenanigans that Kendall said. The hate that she has on you. I'm wrapping this situation up. I've been talking about it too long. So I did say that. I want you to hear it from my mouth first. Nothing bad. Everybody knows she hates on Jay for Justice. It's just out of control, people. Y'all jump over, subscribe. So I tried to call him, y'all. I don't know. We will see what happens, man. We will see what happens. This guy is going to be scarred, man. 2000. Again, the channel name is Heels in the Air. It's a clip channel. I believe it's right about 8,000 subs. Who knows? I'm going to say this one last time because it's really hard. If you don't know, I guess if you don't run a channel, you really have to be doxxed to understand this. That lady big time slipped. I've been doxxed a million times. I don't even care anymore. They actually stop because you fight fire with fire, unfortunately. It's just that petty. But it's one thing I could not relate or even start to think about if I was on probation, lied about it, did all these shenanigans on the internet, and then piss off a lot of people, burn people, piss people off. I mean, in every aspect, not just true crime community. He's putting on Muslim hats, making fun of Muslims, making fun of religions, making fun of creeds, and pissing people of every corner of the internet off. And then, man, I've been doxxed, but I would be lying to you if I would not be sweating bullets the second I found out that my own friend, possibly bang buddy, whatever you want to put there, slipped up and said that. I'd be like, you said what? You're sorry? He's got 455 voicemails already. But it's bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. You know, it's the internet. It is the internet. Somebody could be hitting download right now on this video that I'm making. I could end it just like Kankles does and put it behind a paywall or members or whatever. But if somebody downloads it, they got it. That's the internet. There's dates on this stuff. This is going to say today's date. You know, I just thought of something. Remember at the laundry house? Let me leave you with this. Let me leave you with this. I can talk about not affiliated with felons and this and that. You also have to tell these people every time. Every time. I was on community control once. And what that is like it's house arrest. I have to go on the 1st to the 7th of each month. I get to pick what day it is here in Florida. That's your reporting time. You have the first, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, or the 7th. But not if they fall on a weekend. You get it? And they give you a blue piece of paper when you walk in that door. And it asks you a couple simple questions. Have you done any illegal drugs? Have you had any contact, and this was underlined, whatsoever with law enforcement? The next one. What was the financial, how do they word it? How much money did you earn, your finance total for the month? You know, then there's, have you been looking for employment or do you have a job? Have you been trying to fix your license? There's a few other ones, but at the bottom, it's always a little parentheses words, right? It says, lying on this form, automatic violation. Automatic. So, one example of this with me, I had got pulled over. I got pulled over, and I got a ticket. That's it, right? This was years ago. But I went in, I was nervous. I'm like, and I had just, this is like, I'm filling that form out. So I put no on number 1 or 2, whatever it was. So you fill the form out as you're waiting in the lobby. And then the guy comes, and then you have a random P test, and then you go in there and talk to him. So I said, hey man, look, I filled the form out, but I put no on number 2. He's like, yeah, but you got a ticket on the 17th. I was like, how did you know that? That's in the system. It's in the system. I said, okay. He's like, go get that form and refill it out so you don't get in trouble. What would I put? How would I fill that form out if I was on probation when we went out for our community with Justice Academy? How would I fill that form out? How? Because I mean, there's one time where JRL and this dude got into a big altercation and police came. There's one time that Kankles came and did a dumbass knock and police were there. But like technically, right? They weren't there for me, right? Get where I'm going with this? Hey man, moral of this one, say what you mean and mean what you say, man. Keep a small circle, man. And don't piss the internet off. I'm out of here, man. Love everybody. We'll catch you on the next one. We're out.